Alright, Elon Musk, he sends the largest rocket into space on February 6th of this year, just a couple weeks ago. He sends a Tesla that's going to orbit Mars that has a live feed of Earth, and flat earthers are just not satisfied. Alright, Elon Musk. This guy is a billionaire and a badass. He has this vision of sending commercial flights so people can travel from Earth to Mars. The Tesla Roadster is supposed to be sent to Mars to orbit Mars, so it's giving you a live feed of Earth as it's flying through space. The live feed is showing Earth's circular shape, but this just is not enough for flat earthers. They are convinced that this is all CGI, created to fool the public. I'm not trolling here or anything, I'm just trying to understand why would the government hide that the Earth was flat in the first place if it was? I don't get it. How do you explain a satellite in orbit, how it continuously goes around the Earth? So if it was a flat Earth, it would shoot to one side and then shoot back, shoot to one. It doesn't make any sense. So the only logical explanation that I could come up with to why the world would want to hide from the general public that the Earth is actually flat instead of a round circular ball would be that would pretty much guarantee that we were put here by a higher power, and it doesn't exactly follow the parameters of the Bible. So large government powers can easily influence large masses of people through religion. This is pretty much, in my opinion, a huge chess match. So you use religion to gain power, and that power is what basically
the greedy people want.
So that would be the only reasoning to why they could lie about the shape of the Earth. It still doesn't make sense. It's not enough. And this would be above what I believe our government or our world powers could hide from the general public. There's just too much information, and people are sending hot air balloons up into space on their own with iPhones and GoPros, and you can see the curvature of Earth, and I understand they say there's still curvature if it's flat. It's just unrealistic at best. Let's just take into consideration, say that the world is covering up to the general public that the Earth is actually flat. And let's just put that into perspective and say that that's actually happening. How would you explain back in the 60s and the 70s when we're sending all of the Apollo missions up to the moon and they're sending footage of Earth from the moon and you can clearly see the shape of Earth? Now I can understand CGI in today's filmography and everything like that, but back in the 60s and 70s, they just didn't have that technology. Absolutely pretty much impossible to do this back in the day with the technology that they had. So when you look in the sky and you see every planet in our solar system, in our galaxy, in our universe, stars, everything, they are all circular, round, like a baseball. Why would Earth be so great that we would be a flat planet in a solar system full of baseballs and lemons just everywhere, circular objects? That doesn't make any sense. Back to SpaceX and Elon Musk and his vision of sending people to Mars commercially and actually inhabiting the planet of Mars. I've read through a lot of research that it would take approximately 200 years to create an atmosphere in Mars that would be sustainable to holding human life. So we're in the preliminary stages of basically colonizing another planet. To me, that is absolutely badass. I think in the back of everyone's mind, we can see how destructive our species is to planet Earth. I mean, I don't think anyone could really disagree with that. So it's almost like we know we need to leave. If we want the human race to continue to survive for generations, we're gonna need to colonize other planets. We've made some very bad mistakes with planet Earth that might be irreversible. Yeah, just imagine that. You have people living on Earth, people living on Mars. I mean, to me, that is absolutely badass. All right, so just to any flat earthers or anyone that watches this, I'm not trolling or anything. I'm legitimately, I want to hear some proof or some facts, or just basically why you would suspect that the Earth could possibly be flat and why our government and the world would be trying to hide this from the general public. And just all the overwhelming evidence that the Earth is not flat indeed. I mean, I'm all with conspiracy theories, and I understand that higher powers are very corrupt, dirty, hide things from the general public, and propaganda. They control the media. I just don't understand why they would lie about the shape of our Earth. So in the comments below, just let me know. I'm very interested.